Hello, this is Bad Accent Video Reviews, and today we are talking about Exit 8. Video games adaptations have long been considered one of the industry's most problematic ventures, particularly in Hollywood, where they often miss the essence of the source material. However, Asian cinema has recently shown that this trend can be reversed, with works like Detention proving that games can inspire genuinely compelling narratives. Exit 8, based on the 2023 indie sensation of the same name, takes a minimalist concept and expands it into a fully cinematic experience. Premiering out of competition at the 2025 Cannes Film Festival and now eventually screening at Neuchâtel, the film arrives with both curiosity and expectations surrounding how such a stripped-down game could translate to the big screen. The story begins with a lengthy POV sequence that immediately connects the viewer to the original gameplay. We follow a man known only as the Lost Man, who is commuting through a subway while remaining emotionally detached from his surroundings, even as a domestic dispute unfolds nearby. His disconnection becomes even more evident when he receives a call from his ex-girlfriend, who reveals she is pregnant. Soon after, however, reality begins to fracture. As he attempts to leave the station, he finds himself trapped in a looping corridor governed by strange rules. A notice board explains the logic of this liminal space. Identify anomalies and turn back or proceed if none are present. Each correct choice brings him closest to Exit 8, while every mistake resets his progress. As the loops continue, other figures begin to appear, including a silent walking man, a young boy, and a schoolgirl, all contributing to the growing sense of unease. What Genki Kawamura achieves here is particularly impressive. Taking a concept that essentially revolves around repetition and limited interaction, he constructs a narrative that is both psychologically engaging and thematically rich. Rather than leaning into action, the film evolves into a meditation on perception and responsibility. The corridor becomes more than just a puzzle. It transforms into a manifestation of the protagonist's psyche. Through the anomalies, we begin to see fragments of his past, moments where he chose not to act, instances of emotional detachment, and ultimately the lingering trauma of his father's suicide. The influence of works like Guns is evident in the premise, but the execution is far more introspective, focusing on internal conflict rather than external spectacle. At the same time, the film maintains a strong genre identity. The sense of disorientation is constant, with subtle horror elements enhancing the experience. The appearance of the walking man, the unsettling presence of the schoolgirl, and the distorted sense of time and space push the narrative into a blend of sci-fi and psychological thriller, ensuring that the story remains engaging even within its repetitive structure. Technically, Exit 8 is where the film truly excels. Cinematographer Ryota Kondo crafts a meticulously controlled visual environment where symmetry and repetition become narrative tools. The corridor is both familiar and alien, and even the smallest visual deviation becomes deeply unsettling. The editing reinforces this loop-like structure, maintaining a rhythm that mirrors the protagonist's journey while avoiding monotony by introducing subtle variation. Sound design by Kensuke Ushio plays a crucial role, with distorted announcements, ambient noise, and strategic silence creating an immersive and anxiety-inducing atmosphere. Performance-wise, Kazunari Ninomiya delivers a remarkably restrained portrayal of the Lost Man. His descent into psychological distress is conveyed through minimal gestures and expressions, making the performance all the more impactful. Yamato Kochi, as the walking man, adds an eerie yet strangely human presence, while Nana Komatsu and the rest of the supporting cast contribute to the film's uncanny tone through deliberately subdued performances. Ultimately, Exit 8 is a smart and inventive adaptation that understands both its source material and the demands of cinema. By embracing minimalism and focusing on atmosphere and psychology, it manages to turn a simple gameplay mechanic into a compelling narrative experience. It is also another indication that Asian cinema continues to lead the way in redefining genres that have long struggled elsewhere. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below.